Let's see. Am I live again? Am I live again? I should be live again. Am I back? I'm back. Am I back? Looks like I'm back. I think I'm back. And then I need the... God dang it. I need a couple things. Yes, I am live. Okay. Okay, yeah. Hold on a second. I need Papa Chat. Wow. Copy. Get that. Doc. This. Paste. Apply. We back. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you. Sorry about that. My bad. My bad. My bad. I needed the chat, so I had to go into that to get it. This should be good now. We should be good. Yes, and I just want to make sure that this is good as well. I tested it, so it should be good. Just give it a couple seconds. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Okay. Holy shit! Like, my computer does not want me to do this right now, okay? It's annoying. Okay. Well, I don't even remember what the last thing I was saying. I was talking about shinies, I guess. I think that was the last thing I was saying, was talking about shinies. I think that was the last thing I was talking about. But anyway, we're going to get into this before my computer freezes again. So, hopefully everybody is excited. Looking forward to this. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. What is it? I was like, what the hell is this over here for? But anyway. But yeah, let's get this started. I don't know if Hyper or Triple are going to come back, or Red Juan or whatever, but I appreciate you, Gold Chopper, back. But yeah, we're back. We're here. Apologize. Tech issues. Just everything. Audio. Freaking computer freezes. I gotta restart my computer manually. Yeah. I'm getting shiny. Alolan Geodude and total shiny on the list. Okay. So that's pretty much what I was talking about. Yeah. I got the Alolan Geodude and the shiny list. That was the last thing I said. Okay. So it's not that much that I missed. So it was very little that I missed. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And the game, oh, I didn't check if the game is working. Let's see. Ah! Nice. Okay, good. It is. All right. Maybe I'll play some later. I was saying that I'm shiny hunting 5 at a time because I got I got a Ditto and then 5 Pokemon. So I'm doing that with this Gen 9 in, so each egg is like, you know, random mon, so I don't know which one it could be. It could be a shiny. That's what I've been doing. And I got in a few. I haven't gotten everything. I got a few. I'm still in the beginning of it. So it's like I just started doing that way. So I do about 2 boxes. Get about 2 boxes done in one batch. And then I restart. So I save before I make the batch. Or before I make the sandwich or whatever. And then I hatch all the eggs, which I get about 2 boxes because I check every 2 minutes. The basket, every 2 minutes I check the basket for 30 minutes. And then I get the eggs. I get about 2 boxes, sometimes over, sometimes less. And then I hatch those, and if none of those are shiny, repeat the process. Close the game and repeat the process. If I find a shiny in the overworld, I'll catch it and then I'll save. That's what I usually do, but that's what I've been doing lately. After like perfecting the dexes and all that stuff, like for in Pokemon Home and getting the shinies there. So yeah, other than that, pretty good. But yeah, that's it. Let's get this started right now. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Nintendo Switch 2. See it? Oh, this is Mario Kart. When I saw the Yoshi, I was like, this is Mario Kart probably. It's gotta be Mario Kart. Yeah, there it is.
Let's go.
Let's go. One up. One up thing? What's that? Okay. Whoa, that's a lot. There's more than 12. That's more than 12. How many freaking players is that? Wow. That's definitely more than 12. Ooh, we got some new maps here. This is looking interesting. Okay. Yeah, nothing different. Same characters, at least from what I can see. I'm trying to look like behind and see what other character. Oh, I saw another character that I've never seen before. Ooh, on a rail? What's that? Oh, a cow? What the hell? What are the moo-moos? Oh my god. Bro. Hitting the cow is something now. What the heck is that? That's a new power, I guess. It's one of the new powers. Oh, you got a jet flying. Limousine riding. What is he, the Ric Flair of Nintendo? Mario Kart World!
Hello everyone.
Okay.
I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2.
Not Mario Kart 9.
Now, what do you think this
Mario
brand
Kart
new
World.
Mario Kart game will be like?
Okay. Bruh.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Okay.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
What? Oh, heck. What the hell? There's weather condition and time?
And in this Mario
Wow.
Kart game,
Bro, that's more than
you can
12
go
players.
off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
What the heck?
In the classic Grand Prix, race
Okay.
through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Yeah.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the
24?
The competition is gearing
Holy shoot. 24 drivers?
up. Introducing
Jeez.
Knockout Tour. Race
Knockout
nonstop from
Tour.
one corner of the world to another.
Be 8th or better, or you get eliminated. Oh, I see this.
Shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll
Yo.
be eliminated.
Yo.
Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
Wow. That's gonna be crazy. Free roam,
You can
huh?
also freely drive around this vast world in free roam. By
Okay.
going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So
Yeah.
drive wherever your heart takes you. You
Okay.
can also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take
Interesting.
photos together at different locations.
Yeah. Dude. point.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World!
World.
The game launches on the
Whoa.
same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Not a surprise.
More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart
Hello,
World Direct.
Lightning Cheers.
So
I'm
be
sorry,
on
I
the
didn't
lookout for
notice.
More information in the future.
I didn't notice because you had the same colored name
Mario
as
Kart World
Gold
launches on
Chopper,
the
so I
same
was
day
like,
as
oh, I thought that
Nintendo
was Gold
Switch 2.
Chopper that said that. I apologize.
We'll
Hope
share
you're
more
having a good
details in
day.
the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
But hey, Mario Kart World, that's interesting.
Next,
That's
we'd like to
interesting. There's
introduce some
different
of the
ways to
new
play.
features of Nintendo Switch 2. These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
I know Joy-Con 2.
And on the
Hopefully
back
they don't
Joy-Con
have the
2,
slide
we've added a new C
problem.
button.
C button. Okay.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
I know it has it's like a mouse too. This thing can be a mouse. So I'm wondering how that's gonna work on games. There was Alone.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo!
Oh, that's how to communicate. Okay.
That was you. So quick. Oh no! Wait, no.
Oh wait. On the Switch? On the Switch, you're gonna be able to
Introducing Game
communicate?
Chat, a new
Oh.
feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Bro.
With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Should we follow you? Yeah.
This is good. This is pretty good. I like this. This is not a bad thing.
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Okay.
But you're still behind me, right? Alright, let's keep going. Okay. So
I don't know if that's gonna work because if the Switch is really far away, like, you know,
jump on here.
that's.
Alright, let's keep going. It's coming. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow? Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's opaque.
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job. There we go.
Bro.
you can also
The
share your game
Switch 2.
screen.
I'm a little worried about that because I'm going like, how is that gonna impact the game? In the sense, are you gonna have like are they gonna have problems with like visuals because you have this happening? Like you can see it at the bottom there, how like graphically it looks. It doesn't look so great. So I'm like, I don't know. This is not good.
I'm like in the sky right
At
here.
least they're doing it. Yeah.
We're safe.
But I don't like it too much because it's really like this is gonna stress the system a lot, especially
You can adjust the
visually.
size of your game
Like you can
screen.
see it. You can see it.
Guys.
It's a good feature. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be angry about it. It's just I don't know.
Or
Like
expand
especially with
another friend's
people
game screen.
playing online.
That wall that's to your
With
left.
people playing online, that's gonna be the issue. Like this is
This is where I have to do a little wall ride.
graphically.
So everyone can watch them play.
I think I
a
think I know
little,
where you are. I think I know where you are. Wait. Okay, I think we have to try that.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay! Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Meeks.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the
see.
C button, you can pull up a
Jarvis! What sorcery is this?
Really
The
Actually,
goat!
guys,
What's
I'm
up,
gonna pause it
Jarvis?
Right now, so I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay. For sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this.
Where is he?
By connecting this camera to the system,
Go!
Hey.
Hey, what's up? Hello. Yo.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Good?
you can appear on screen.
Oh, they got
and video
background?
chat while
Bro.
playing a game.
What the heck?
Wait, Nick, how was your test yesterday?
It was good.
No.
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
I'm waiting, guys.
Wow.
I bet you like
Can
that.
you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Okay, but where do you get the camera feed? Is that an extra piece? Maybe I missed it. I don't know.
This way.
Using game chat.
Took the
Even when you're
frickin'
apart,
Switch 2 to
you can
bring you
play
back from my
games and
hiatus.
hang out as if you were together in
No,
the same
I
room.
did a direct of
Together,
Pokemon Presents. I did
compete in
that
online
like
multiplayer games.
about a month ago or so. But I haven't, like,
Chat
I'm
will
looking
play
at
your
this because I
personal
want to see
favorites.
this. This is something interesting.
Decide your own rules for a retro game competition.
Oh, shit.
Or hold a sports competition between families.
Volleyball.
All together,
Altogether?
anytime, anywhere.
I'm like, it's good, but it's bad as well.
What did you think?
It's a double-edged
In developing
sword
Game Chat,
because I could
our
see the
goal was for you to
graphics
enjoy
like
playing online with others more closely,
really like it was really
including family and
bad,
friends.
or not. It was
Almost
like
as if you're all playing
it was
together in
super
the same
slow.
place.
But that makes sense. Is there? Yeah, you have to buy a camera. Of course. What I knew it.
Available on the same day as Switch 2.
The same day. Of course, you gotta buy a camera to have the
A
camera
Nintendo
thing.
Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat. However,
Oh, you
since we'd
need a
like as
Nintendo-
many people as possible to experience
Can
Game
you
Chat,
move
it
over
will be
your
available
Switch?
without a membership for a limited time.
Okay,
We
the
hope
game
you'll
chat
try
will
it
be
out.
open to access. Period.
Additionally,
Okay.
Game Chat supports the
Probably
Nintendo
need
Switch
good
Parental
internet.
Controls
Yeah.
app,
Yeah.
and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether
got
parental
parent-
permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
That's good. That's good. That
We'd
needs
like
to be
introduce
done.
Another new
That's good.
experience you can share with family and friends.
That's good.
On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share. As shown here,
Oh.
even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With
Oh, you
Game
can
Share,
even do
you
it
can
with a
temporarily
regular
share
Switch.
Compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time. GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you
Yeah,
can
clap
use it
this is
with
good.
Game Chat,
This is good.
which we showed earlier. GameShare can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for
Okay.
several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
GameShare support is also planned for select games exclusive to
Exclusive
Nintendo
to
Switch
the
2,
Nintendo Switch
so
2.
we hope you'll look forward to it.
Okay.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Okay.
Please take a look.
Okay. All right. Some good features. Same
At
thickness.
7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen.
That's a
Here's
lot of
how
inches.
that compares to Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
The system's thickness remains the same.
It's the same. Okay. High definition display.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Just like PlayStation, to game share, you need good internet. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
screen supports up
Probably.
to 120 frames per second, allowing for
Okay.
smoother gameplay in supported titles.
Okay.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
Magnetically.
Joy-Con
Oh
2
god,
controllers
I'm
connect
worried about that.
magnetically.
I'm worried about that.
Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller
I'm a-
easily by pressing
by
the
pressing
release
a-
button on the back.
Okay. I'm a little worried about that.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Okay. Control stick is larger
The left
too?
and right sticks are now larger.
Okay. Mouse controls, yeah, I heard about
Each
this.
Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls. By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer
Wow, you can-
and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Interesting. Then mic for easy voice
It
chatting.
has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat.
Okay.
It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
We'll see.
Even
There's
if you
always
don't have a
issues with
surround
this.
sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you. Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You
That's
can
gonna
move it
break
freely,
off
like
so
this.
many times.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system,
Bottom,
there's
okay.
one on top
There's
as
one
well.
on top. Interesting.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C
USB.
camera
Okay.
or charging in tabletop mode.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your
good.
game downloads.
I wonder if
save
you're gonna have to
data,
buy like a
and more.
mini thing again or
Reading
or
and
not.
writing data is
'Cause that's what
also
I did. I
faster.
bought like a thing like that. New dock, 4K support.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games.
Okay.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Okay.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system
A
cool.
built-in fan.
This helps keep performance stable.
Interesting. That's interesting. Yes, it
On
plays
Nintendo
compatible. I
Switch
knew
2,
that.
you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
I wonder if I can transfer the Nintendo Online to this from my Switch. That'd be interesting. Because it's like, if you gotta buy two, it's annoying.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features.
I wonder how the
And
mouse thing is
to
gonna
help
work. I
players
can't
better
use
understand
it,
the Switch 2 hardware,
gonna be
we're
interesting.
currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
but... Oh, we got a game.
Hello.
Oh,
My current location is actually inside the game itself. This
what
is Nintendo
the-
Switch 2 Welcome Tour,
Welcome
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
I'm standing over here. Okay,
Uh-huh.
everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot
Check.
of question mark icons here. Let's examine them.
Where
This
are
sign
the
reads,
magnets?
Where are the magnets? The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those
I don't like
magnets
that.
are
I'm
inside
a little
the
worried
system.
about that. Main body of
The
the
SL
system.
and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal. So that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them so they won't easily detach. Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another
Okay.
example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
Paid.
Now,
Uh.
I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo
That's
Switch
the
2
game card.
titles.
It's red. Okay.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's
Except it's
now
red.
red, and it has much faster data reading
Yes.
speeds.
Okay. At
Next
least if
up
kids
is
are
additional
playing, they
storage.
don't forcefully
Switch
try
2
to
will
slide the
only work
Joy-Cons
with
out of
micro
the
SD
Switch.
Express
Yeah.
cards.
Oh, there's that.
They're a
Okay.
different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
Okay.
Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Oh.
Additionally, to transfer data from
That's
Switch
fricked
to
up.
Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With
Okay,
this
so you
feature,
can't
You can
transfer.
transfer save data,
Okay.
digital games, and more.
Okay.
We're also releasing
good.
a new Pro Controller.
God fucking
It
damn
has
it!
a
They
C
just
button,
want all
which
my
launches
money.
Game Chat, and on the back there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can
What
use
the
to assign
hell?
existing button controls.
Interesting.
In addition, an audio jack has been
Audio
added.
jack. Yeah, for
We've
a headset.
introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will
Oh, they got a
also be
website.
an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
Okay. Okay.
And
Oh,
now,
this is
the
an
Nintendo
hour
Switch 2 launch date.
Oh, launch date. Here we go.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
June 5th.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit
Bro.
longer.
Don't they do like Pokemon or Zelda?
Now.
One maybe.
Broadly
buy it.
speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games.
3 types of games.
The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Uh-huh.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2.
Okay.
The second type
I have
is
to,
compatible
Switch-
games that were
regular
released
Switch
on
games.
Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2.
Oh, so they're gonna just port them over.
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a
Ah.
look.
I want that gold Zelda Switch that I never got.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2.
I still, we haven't seen a
Expands on
price
base
yet.
game
That's
and
the other
adds
thing. We
new
haven't seen a
features,
price.
including
I'm
mouse
guessing like
controls,
between 400 to 500.
audio
That's what I'm
recognition,
guessing. Because the Switch
expressive
OLED
rumble,
is 350. I'd be very
a
surprised
gameplay
them doing
uses
that.
a camera accessory,
That camera's probably like
which can be
50
accessed
bucks or
on Switch
60.
2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario
You
Party
are
mode.
close. Oh, gold.
With a single camera, up to 4 players
Mario
can join the festivities.
This camera is
You'll be able
probably
to see
like
each other's
70
faces
bucks
as
or
you play,
something.
so you can
That's what they do.
experience
They
all
fucking
the reactions
overprice the
and
things.
emotions
Excuse my
in
language.
real time. Or
That Pro
your friends
controller,
can take the
80
party
bucks.
Online.
I'll tell you right now. That's what they do.
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an
Okay.
RC car with your voice. Go! And compete in other mini games using full body
Oh,
movement
jeez.
and sound. Finally,
That is-
take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When you enter a pipe, a mini-game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm. And one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
Interesting.
Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini-games. How quickly can you reach the station?
Well, sounds about
From
right.
mini-games
Nintendo
that use
never
a
really
camera,
has a sale for
The
their
built-in
games.
microphone,
And if they
mouse
do, they
controls,
do like 10% off.
and
Yeah.
level. The
I mean,
biggest
the
party
games are
games getting
probably
even
like
bigger.
$60 or
Super Mario
$70.
Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2 July 24th.
7. Okay, so a month, a little over a
Nintendo
month
Switch
later.
2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Okay, hopefully it's less.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience. Where you can see
I
each
never
other's
was
reactions
into the
while
Mario
playing.
Party games.
Let's
so
continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
that's something for me. They're bringing Breath of the Wild, okay?
Nintendo
And
Switch 2
Tears
editions
of the
The
Kingdom.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild
Okay.
and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced
I
resolution
mean-
and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the
I'm
image
not
more
gonna.
vibrant.
I wouldn't.
So
I
you
wouldn't
can
buy
play
them.
Smoother,
I wouldn't because I already played them on the Switch. There's no point of playing it unless there's extra
Plus,
stuff.
you can get even
like
more out of
super
your
extra.
adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes.
Zelda Notes. Okay.
This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices.
I don't like the app.
It's a
never
game-specific
liked it.
service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles.
Interesting.
For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating.
Well, you could do that online.
Proceed
It's
now.
easier. Voice notification. Oh, it tells you when you're there.
Or
That's
you can
interesting.
share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in
That's
their
good. That is pretty good. I'll say that. And send it to other people. Your builds. That's not a bad one.
We hope these features will make your adventures
Especially with the
even more
people what
enjoyable.
they built like in the online community. That was so. Yeah.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an
Okay.
additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates.
I never played Kirby.
This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
It's interesting.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
I would get it on the Nintendo Switch 2. There's no point of getting it on the Switch. What's the point of that?
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
Interesting.
Plus,
Probably
you
won't
can
be.
explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle. Plus, Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well.
You're gonna get the Switch 2!
taking
Why not
advantage
just
of
get
the
it
power
on
of
Switch
Switch
2?
2.
What the frick?
You can enjoy
Unless
your
it's
adventures in
cheaper on the
Luminous City with
Switch,
enhanced resolution
that could be the
and
only
frame
reason I
rates.
would see people get it on the Switch. So,
The Nintendo Switch 2
There you
edition
go.
games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions.
right, because you're practically playing for the same price
And
on either
if you
system,
already
probably
owned a
$10
Nintendo Switch
difference.
version of the
Exactly.
game,
It's like,
you
what's
can
the
play
point?
the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Okay,
hope
so you're
it's
it's
looking
an upgrade
forward to
pack.
these
So how
Nintendo
much
Switch
is
2
that?
edition
Like what,
games.
10, 20, $30? You know? I don't
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game
You already
featuring
have
mouse
it?
controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
know. I don't know. We'll see.
Please take a look.
I wonder if Pokemon Home is gonna be moved to the Switch too, or are they gonna create a new thing completely? The heck is this like? Okay. Interesting. Drag and drop. This is like, what's that? Rocket League, but basketball. This is almost like Rocket League. Interesting how they play with that with the mouse. Okay. That's pretty damn cool. Interesting here. Oh, that's how you steal. Slam dunk. Oh, there's the block. The pass. Summer of 2025. Okay, so it's this year.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls.
Okay.
Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I have long observed the lands between.
Jesus.
This world is in dire need of repair.
Elden Ring. They're bringing Elden Ring.
Can't you?
Okay.
The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
2025. So far, the only game that's launched
Hey, I'm
is
Greg Kasaman from Supergiant Games.
Mario Kart World.
Here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time.
Hades 2.
You'll battle beyond the underworld.
That was one of the top games of the, what was it, when it came out last? Hades 1 or Hades. That game was like one of the top games that everybody was playing.
Whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Later this year. So we don't have a release date.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。
Oh, Capcom. What is this? Gonna be fighting?
ストリートファイター
Yeah,
6
Street Fighter 6.
本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1-2 Fighters Edition の2バージョンと、さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカード
And
と一緒に
Amiibos.
スイッチ2の
Oh
発
god,
売にお届け
Amiibos.
します。
I never got into the Amiibos. The Amiibos are gonna be in
Initiating
this.
arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing
Looks
data link with
familiar.
spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated.
This looks familiar.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money.
Arsenal?
I'm for sale, and you're buying.
What's that? There was this game. I remember this game. I remember a game like this. I forget the name of it.
This planet will be ours. The Sovereign Axiom. The Trinitas has almost completed a weapon that was created
Not Gundam,
to
but it's
destroy
close.
all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart! All children bring hope to our lives.
That's the one. That's it. Yeah. Machina.
Hey,
I didn't see
this
the
is
date.
Joseph
I
Forrest
missed it.
from Hazelight.
Dang it.
I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free.
Sci-fi and
Let me tell you
fantasy.
this,
Wasn't
if you
that like?
It Takes
Isn't
Two,
that the same
you're
thing?
gonna love this one, trust me.
I just,
You'll be able
you
to
know,
play Split Fiction
nitpicking
on the
there.
day Switch 2
Sci-fi and fantasy, the same thing.
At EA Sports,
just different
we're bringing
words.
fans together across
I
the
know,
board,
you know.
both on the pitch
I know.
and on the gridiron.
FIFA
We're excited
Sports.
to announce the EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch
Oh, EA
2.
Sports.
Madden NFL will also be
Madden.
arriving on the Nintendo platform. EA Sports, it's in the game.
It's in the game. I remember that.
Hi,
a
I'm
long
Alan
time
Tu
ago.
from Avalanche Software.
EA Sports. It's
We are
in the
bringing
game.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts
to Nintendo
Legacy
Switch
is coming to the Switch too.
with enhanced
Okay.
graphics and seamless world transitions. You'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
I didn't play it when it came out, but it was alright. Tony Hawk is coming back. Oh, Tony Hawk. Bruh. Oh my god. This brings back memories. PlayStation 2, man. Oh my god. The Tony Hawk series. Oh my god, that brings back memories. Underwater, okay. 3 and 4, available summer 2025.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title,
Bro, what the
Hitman
heck
World of
was that?
Assassination, to
Hitman.
Nintendo Switch 2.
These graphics.
As the
Holy
best
shit.
assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination.
Oh god.
Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2.
Really? A banana peel?
Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
I just, you know, whatever. 007? I'm gonna bring 007. GoldenEye. This sounds like 007. Yeah. Dun it, dun it, dun it.
James Bond.
James
The world's
Bond.
favorite spy
My
is
name
coming
is
to Nintendo Switch
James.
2, so
James
stay
Bond.
The story
Oh.
of light and shadow that never fades is reborn.
Square Enix.
Bravely Default returns, remastered
Bravely
in high
Default.
definition. Featuring
Okay.
the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set for the
Alrighty.
Luxembourg as a warrior of light.
Launch day. Okay, so there's another launch title.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です
That's the only second launch title
我
that
々
I
が
know.
お送りするタイトルは
Anyway,
龍が如くゼロ誓いの場所
Yakuza
ディレクターズカットです
Director's Cut.
1988年
Or
東京と大
Yakuza
阪
Zero.
2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る争奪戦が勃発伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です
Same day as the Switch. Okay, another launch title.
ください
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners.
That's
For
like
now,
what,
we'd
3
like to show a
game
game
launch
being developed
titles
in
that I can
collaboration
remember
with
right now?
Nintendo. Please take a look.
Okay. Is it this? This is it now? This it's not this anymore. It's Oh!
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens,
here we go,
joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface. Their
Here we go.
union led to a great and prosperous kingdom.
Zelda!
But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil.
Tears
One which
of the
future
Kingdom.
generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
Wait, are you playing as her? You're playing as Zelda? For the first time ever?
Hyrule Castle?
Story leads into the Tears of the Kingdom. So this story leads into the Tears of the Kingdom. Are you playing? Oh wait, is this the what do you call it? Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors 2? Is that it? Is that what this is? Bruh. What did I say? What did I say? Age of Imprisonment. Okay. Coming this winter. Alright.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
Alright.
It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the
Hyrule Warriors. I knew it.
which
I
took
saw
place in
that
Hyrule
coming.
long ago.
Saw that coming.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You
Okay.
can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
Okay.
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
What is that? GameCube! Yes! Oh my god! This is one of my favorite systems, the GameCube. Oh my god, I love the GameCube.
Exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube,
Yes.
originally released in 2001.
Oh, the Nintendo
Here are the
GameCube.
titles that will be available at launch.
What is gonna be launch
A Legend of
games?
Zelda game that looks
Wind Waker! Oh my freaking god, yes!
Controlling the wind
Yes!
with a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea.
Oh.
The Legend of Zelda.
I would have loved it to be a game that they brought down. Oh, Soul Calibur? Soul Calibur 2? Oh, bruh. Bruh, Soul Calibur.
Fighting game. Each fighter comes
Holy
equipped with a
shoot,
different weapon.
bro.
And Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters
I remember
the
that,
fray.
yeah. Yeah.
Soul Calibur 2.
Soul Calibur 2.
Experience a world of white knuckle
F-Zero
racing at speeds
GX.
over 2,000
Oh, you got a
kilometers per
racing
hour.
game.
30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode,
Bro.
get ready to experience F-Zero
Yes,
GX.
GameCube, bro. Thank
In
you.
games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally
Or
online.
locally. Or online, okay.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and
Wind
higher
Waker.
resolution than the original
Yes. Oh, I
You
loved
can
Wind
also
Waker.
check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
Okay, okay. Are you gonna? They're gonna give a controller, of course.
More titles will be added in the future.
Oh, Pokemon XD! Yes! Pokemon XD! The original Luigi's Mansion and Coliseum!
Classics.
Oh!
Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo.
Finally, they're putting the games there! Yes!
Launches the same day
Yes!
as the hardware's release.
Oh!
A dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released.
Please let them be compatible with Pokemon Home. Oh my god, XD. Please tell me it's compatible with Pokemon Home. I'm worried about that.
GameCube controller,
Oh, damn.
exclusively available for Nintendo Switch.
Oh, this
Online
is freaking
members,
amazing.
Will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
XD, Gale of Darkness. That was the
Whether
best.
you're
That was
familiar
probably
with the
one of the
games
best games.
or
I
haven't played
loved.
them before, we
Yes.
hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can
Everything
continue
else
to
is
play
there,
select
okay.
games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
Oh my god, that is so good. Oh, I'm so happy. GameCube. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh no. Undertale. That. Interesting. 2, 3, and 4. Okay.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands
4,
our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2.
To launch.
Borderlands is back.
Is
Loot
it a
and
launch
shoot your
game?
way through a world filled with
Borderlands
wild enemies and
4.
outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most
Okay, so that's
ambitious
gonna be a
Borderlands
while.
game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
So it's coming out this year.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo
Civilization.
Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinks. And I'm Ben Bishop. Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see you in the ring.
And on the court.
4 kids find this old tattered map. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees. Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line and sinker. Tastes amazing, doesn't it? Really have started to master this survival thing. Next stop, the top. Ha! Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail. This time, for home.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll. Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
And enter the
Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our
Gungeon.
roguelike shooter
Oh,
sequel.
Gungeon.
Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some fan-favorite elements to return. We're still working
I
on
don't
the game.
even
We're
remember the
excited
first
to
one.
share more with you in the future.
I don't even remember the first one, so I don't know what they're talking about. Uh-oh. Oh, is it? I think I've seen this game. Or something similar to this. Interesting. Star Seeker coming 2026. Okay.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the
Cyberpunk?
immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or on the go. Get ready to meet unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
Oh, it's a launch.
こんにちは
Okay.
スクエアエニックスの浜口
Square
です。
Enix.
任天堂スイッチ2で
Final
ファイ
Fantasy
ナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。
Okay.
本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただきます。スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Okay. All right. Notice. same day. Okay, we got some same day. 2025, okay. Hollow Knight. August. Yes. Art Museum. Okay. S. You Tetris. Same day. Marvel Comics Invasion. I heard about that. Outlaws. Okay. Fast Fusion. Same day. We saw that on Nintendo Direct. Okay. Fortnite. Ridge Racer. Ooh, Ridge Racer. Okay. Human Fall Flat 2. Oh no. I remember the fall. I remember that game.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
Okay.
Please take a look.
Okay. What is this?
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
This is what I think it is. I don't want to say it. No, I don't think this is what I think it is.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
waters will flow for one, and one alone.
The Dusk Bloods. That's new. At least I don't remember that. $2026. Hellbilly only on the Nintendo Switch.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available.
April 4th, okay.
That's all from our publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation.
Howard.
In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
What is that? Oh, this is Kirby? Usually this is Kirby. Yeah, Kirby. Not surprised. Trying to start the star. The hell? New Kirby game, huh? Is this a launch title too? Oh. There's a Kirby Racer game? Bruh. Air Ride. Bro, just put them on... Riders, excuse me. Riders. They added that. $2025. Okay, it's not a launch title.
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game.
Okay.
We hope you're looking forward
just
to Kirby
put them
Air
on
Riders,
the freaking
directed by
Mario
Masahiro
Kart
Sakurai.
World. The heck?
Next is our last trailer for today.
Last
Please
trailer.
take a look.
Okay. Okay. This is it. Switch 2. Oh, is this Pikmin? Looks like Pikmin. Or something similar. No, this is something different. A Donkey Kong! Okay, a Donkey Kong game. Is this a launch title game? I wonder. Banana. Uh-oh. Bonanza. Donkey Kong. Seven 17/2025. Okay, so it's not a launch title.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring
Got a
Donkey Kong, called
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
Okay.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
How much?
Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch.
Okay.
We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
Digital? Ah! Okay.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which
Of
goes
course, you're
live
not freaking
later
telling me the
today.
prices, so I have to go to the website to know.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We're
Yeah.
very much looking
June.
forward to everyone being able to experience
2 months.
Nintendo Switch 2.
About 2 months.
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
All right. That's it. That should be it. Okay, so I gotta see how much this thing is. I need to look at that. Let's see if we can. There's a tree house, I know. April 3rd and 4th between at 10 a.m. live stream on the. So tomorrow and the day after. Okay. Okay, they got a tree house. Okay. What I need to look for is Nintendo. Switch 2 web. There it is. Okay, Switch 2 of. Here we go. Oh yeah, whatever. Okay, first look trailer. Can I see prices, please? Learn more. Yes, I know. Okay, is there a price? New York. Oh, on the 4th and through the 6th, you can play it hands-on event. Ooh. So what was not shown in that Pokemon Scarlet Violet will be getting a free patch. Details, I don't know. Shown is that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will be getting a free patch. Oh, okay. I'll look at that. Maybe this guy will have it. There you go. It was free patch. Let's update. May improve performance or add support for features for the Switch 2. Currently, no for details or specific. Okay. Okay. I'm really happy about the GameCube. Oh my god, the GameCube. The GameCube is coming to the Switch 2. I am extremely happy about that. And they showed Gale of Darkness, Coliseum. I just hope that if we have Pokemon... The problem is, it's going to be like Stadium. You can't transfer them to like a Pokemon Home or something. Oh, man, I'm just... I'm a little PO'd at that. So what is it? I'm looking for pricing. Where's the price? I don't want the trailer. I want to know what the freaking price is. Where is it? Learn more. We already been there. I already watched that. I want to know prices. Hardware shop. Here we go. Do we have the Switch 2? No, we only have the Switches. Doesn't show the Switch 2. Let's see if this has anything. Hardware, no, this is it. Excuse me. Systems. Yeah, this is the regular Switch. They're gonna come with 2 switches. It's a Switch, Switch by itself, and then there's another one, the Switch with Mario Kart World as a digital game. God dang it! No, don't freaking say it. I'm getting pissed off right now. I'm on the official website. Can you please tell me? I know it's coming out in June. I want to know prices. Here we go. Check. Okay. Let's see. Oh, do I have to sign it? Alright, hold on a second. Hold on. Give me a second here. Yeah. Just give me a second. I'm checking this out. Okay. Here we go. Oh, what the heck? All right, here we go. Fine. What did I say? What did I freaking say? I said between 400 to 500, and it's 500, bro. I swear, bro. What is the system by itself? 450. Bro, I don't know, man. I swear. How am I freaking that? I knew it. How did I know? How did I know? Holy shoot. $450 for the Swiss system by itself, or $500 for the Mario Kart World bundle. That doesn't include the Pro controller, which is probably an $80 or something. Bro, I just, you know, it's like, I say it and I'm like, I didn't want to go that high because I was like 400 to 500. That's where I'm guessing, you know, because the Switch OLED is 350. So I was going like, it's probably going to be between 400 to 500. 500. Why the frick do I freaking get this? Holy crap, bro. I called it. I freaking called it. I freaking called it. I freaking called it. I was hoping I was wrong. But no, 450 and 500. People are going to get the 500 one. If you're going to be able to get Mario Kart World with it for $50, because that's pretty much what it's saying. It's saying Mario Kart World is $50. There's no way the game by itself is $50. So that means you're saving about $10, because the game is probably 60 or 70, depending. I don't know how much it is. But literally, unless the games are $50 each, that'd be something. But yeah, I'd be surprised if the games are $50. I would think they're 60. So 49 is 450, which means the games have to be 60, but here you're getting it for 50. Because this is 500. That's only $50 more. So people are going to go for this. This is what people are going to go for. Now, I know there's a Nintendo store or whatever it's called in New York. I might go and pick it up there because that's a guarantee. Like, I would have to go super early and then wait online and hope to get it if I get it day one. But that would be something I would think about. June 5th. What is that? June 5th is what? May, June. June 5th is a Thursday. Interesting. Okay. June 5th is a Thursday. But, oh, what the frick, bro? Why am I so right? I don't know if I... What is this? What is this? Okay. Nintendo account holders in U.S., Canada. Their first batch of invitations will go out starting May 8th, 2025. With additional batches of email sent periodically until purchase on my Nintendo store is open to everyone. First come, first served basis to restaurants who meet the priority criteria invited. So we'll have 72 hours from the time when the email is sent to complete their purchase. I must have membership. Must have been one who purchased it. Okay. You must have had a paid, and you must have opted to share gameplay. Okay. Required time of checkout. Okay. Orders will ship to you to the U.S. Ship. Available. Cannot be picked up at retail locations, including Nintendo New York. Okay. Okay. Accessories. Here we go. That's what I wanted to see. Price $80. What did I freaking say? I said it. I said. Oh, you freaking pieces of crap. I said it. Pro controller, $80. I said 70, $80. And let me guess. The fucking, excuse my language, the freaking webcam's gonna be like 50 or 60. Joy-Con, $90 for the Joy-Cons. The right and left Joy-Cons by themselves, 80 freaking bucks. Grip, $35. What the hell? The straps? They sell the straps separately? Okay. Oh, they got a wheel for $20. That's the cheapest thing. $50. I swear, bro. I know Nintendo so much, bro. I know Nintendo so freaking much. I know Nintendo and how they are and how they freaking sell things. Bro, it's ridiculous. Holy crap. Dock set, 100, bro. Miker! Wow! I don't know why it's not working. I'm having some tech issues, so I apologize. Haven't streamed in a long time, so, you know. All one in carrying case. What is this? 30. Bro, oh, this stuff. How much is this, too? They say how much is this? It's probably like 100. Let's see here. Oh, what the heck? What the hell? United States. What the heck? Yeah. Micro SD cards. It's only micro SD Express cards are the only one that work. So that sucks. But it doesn't say how much it is. Where's the price? Where's the price? Okay. It's been a while. Is Switch 2 worth it? Well, they brought GameCube games to it. So I'm definitely going like, yes, that's good. you know, they're Switch games, some of them can be played on the Switch. So it kind of is. And they got new games coming. You got Mario Kart World, which is you know, pretty much like Mario Kart 9, but it's completely different. This thing's $80, not surprised. The system is two different prices they have. They have two different prices for the Switch too. They have, what the hell? Where is it? I had it. Hold on. Give me a second here. Is it here? Is it here? Is it this it? Yeah, here we go. You have the one that comes with a downloadable digital copy of Mario Kart World, which is $500. And then you have the Switch 2 system by itself for $450. Now, I said before this came out, and I was on Dragon Tamer Tom's stream, and I said this. I said, watch, the system is going to be between $400 to $500 because the Switch OLED was $350. So I was going like, it's going to be between $400 to $500. Look at that. And then I said, oh, the Pro Controller, that's going to be $80. Then I said the camera that they're going to oh, that's going to be like $50. I'm like, bro, I know how Nintendo works, bro. I have mind reading abilities. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. People are going to get the 500 one because they're going to want Mario Kart. Because this is the whole thing. Think of it this way. If the system by itself is $450, the games are usually between $60 or more, 65 or something like that, right? If you're getting this one, you're getting the game for less because technically you're getting the game for $50 instead of probably the price that it would be, which is probably around $60, $65. Probably around there, maybe 70, I don't know. But literally you're saving some money. Really, with taxes, you're not really saving, but this is the one that people are going to go after. They're going to go after the Mario Kart World bundle. That's the one. And that's why Mario Kart 8 sold so much and it was the highest selling game of the Nintendo Switch life, was because the bundle that they had with it. They had the Switch bundle that came with Mario Kart 8. So literally this right here. Now I don't know. There's going to have 24. You can have 24 players playing Mario Kart World, which is ridiculous. And then there's like chat and stuff like, bro, I saw the trailer. It's like ridiculous. They're going to have chat now in this thing. The Switch 2 is like, bro, I'm worried because if you don't have good online, you're going to suffer. Because with the chat stuff and all that, that is a problem in my opinion. I think that's a problem because the chat stuff is going to interfere with the game in the sense of the graphics and how it's working. I could see in the video that it was messing up the bottom. Like I was paying attention to the bottom, the chat stuff compared to the actual game, but it was kind of like glitchy and stuff like that. So we'll see how that works out. There's a camera thing, like I said. There's camera. Where was it again? Is this? You have this for $80, the Pro Controller. You have these things. Are you getting it? I'm thinking about it. I'll think about it. I don't know. $500. That's a lot of money. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I can go to the Nintendo store because I live in New York and I can get online and wait for it. Funny. Yeah, but then this is $50. This webcam, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to get that, even though it's something that they use. Probably wouldn't get that. I'd get the Pro Controller, but that's a lot. $80 freaking bucks. That's a lot for a freaking Pro Controller. 80 freaking bucks. You know? Because I like the Pro Controller. I don't like using the Joy-Cons. I never liked using the Joy-Cons. But yeah, there's that stuff. But yeah, that's that. There's some good stuff here. So you got the Bonanza, but wait, I thought that wasn't a launch title. That's not a launch title. Yeah, this available June 5th. This is July 17th. Okay, so this is a launch title. There are a few one. Grape, what's up, Grape? Yeah, but yeah, Mario Kart World. This game is, oof. This and that. Upgrade packs. What's this? GameCube. This is gonna be oh, I saw that and they showed Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, Pokemon Coliseum. Oh my god, bro. I don't know. I think it's gonna have the same problem as Pokemon Stadium where you can't. How you doing, Cypher? I'm doing okay. I'm all right. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody else is doing well. Same thing with you, Miker. I bought it for my stream. Your business. Next right off. I could do that, yeah. I'm so excited for these games. Yeah, there's some stuff here, man. There's some stuff here. I wouldn't get and the other game, what was it? Zelda Wind Waker will be on the GameCube classics. That, oh my god. Yes. That is going to be on the classics. I love the GameCube. That was one of my favorite systems growing up, was the GameCube. That and the PS2. Those were the my two favorite game systems that I would love to play the games on those systems. They're going to have a controller for it, of course. That's going to cost, if anything. But I think a Pro Controller would work just as well. I don't know if you need that really for like some of the games. But yeah. Yeah, it's that. But yeah. I wouldn't buy the Zelda game. Like, they're bringing the Zelda game over. I'm not really thinking about that. Like the two Zelda games, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Not thinking about that. Metroid Prime 4, I would definitely get that. ZA is coming to the Switch 2. There will be a version for the Switch and the Switch 2. I would get it for the Switch 2. There's no point of getting it for the Switch. Unless Pokemon Home compatibility is different. Like, that's the other thing. It depends on that as well. What do you think about the upgrade packs? What was it? I read something about... I saw that. I'm not that mad. Like, it's not that bad. I don't know how much they are. That's the whole thing, is like, how much are they gonna be? Like, do you get, because if you have the game in your Switch, you must have to pay a price for it, but how much is it? You know what I mean? Like, how much is it? They didn't tell you how much. That's the whole thing. They didn't tell you how much these things are. And that scares me, because it's like, okay, well then how much is it? How much is it? How much is it? Not telling me. That bothers me. You know? Any more than 30, it's going to be bad. Yeah. It's probably around the $30 mark. But I don't like them not telling us prices. We know what the Switch prices are. And I guessed correctly. I was on Tom's stream the other month ago or more for the Mario Kart stuff that they do, and I told everybody, I go like, bro, these systems are gonna be between 400 to 500, 400 to 500, and guess what? Guess the frick what? Guess the frick what? Where is it? God dang it. Get off. Where is it? Where is it? I was here. Can I get the... God dang it. Where was it? Guess the frick what? How did I know? How did I know that... Here's the thing. They have the Switch system by itself for $450. So that's the Switch 2 by itself, $450. Then if you get with the bundle, Mario Kart World, you get it for $500. The games are not $50, so you're actually maybe saving some money, because technically you're getting the game for $50 instead of $60 or $70 or $65 that they're probably going to say these games are. Would you get the bundle? Yeah, you would get. That's the one that everybody's going to go for. The problem is it going to be available? Because I tell you right now, if I go to the store, that's dumb if you don't get the bundle unless you just don't get Mario Kart. Yeah, which is not going to happen. You're going to get Mario Kart. You're going to get it. You're going to get Mario Kart. Like everybody, that's why Mario Kart was the #1 selling game for the Switch, because they had the bundle for it. That was one of the reasons that Mario Kart 8 sold so well, was because that was a bundle with the system. Now, everybody's going to want this one. This one is going to sell out faster than the Switch by itself. That is 100% thing. The question is I could go to New York, not New York. I am in New York, so I could go to the Nintendo store in New York to get the system on day one. I could go there. I'd have to go super early and wait online and all that BS. But literally, that would be the only way I could probably get it, because I doubt like buying it online or going to a GameStop or whatever. That would be like hell as freaking hell. I remember last time when the Switch first came out, the only place you could get it was a Nintendo Switch store, and I waited outside for it. So yeah, bring on that sucker. Yeah, I mean I could wait. It's not a big deal. I have the Switch, and the Switch is nice. They don't have the GameCube stuff is only going to be on the Switch 2. So they have the bundle stuff, like the online stuff, plus the add-ons. They have that for the Switch 2 online, but the Switch GameCube stuff is exclusive to the Switch 2. So that kind of bothers me. And then, of course, I was right about the accessories. This, I said it was going to be like 70 or 80 $80. I said this was gonna be like $40, $50, $50. Like I said, I know what Nintendo does. This is what pisses me off right here. You want to get pissed off? Right and left Joy-Cons for $90 themselves, bro. $90 for just getting the Joy-Cons. That is ridiculous. They're more expensive than the freaking Pro Controller. $90 for 2 freaking pieces, which I don't like. I always liked the Pro Controller. I never liked the Joy-Cons. And then this is Pro Controller. If you have to get, yeah, I would get that. But then they have this, which is $35, and then this, the straps for $13. I'm like, what the hell? They got the wheel. That's something from Mario Kart you could get for $20. People are probably going to get this. Some people are going to get this. Because I remember when the Wii U and the Switch got this, some people got this and they wanted to play like that for a little while. Didn't play all the time like that, but that was something people got. So $20. I'm guessing you get one. You get 2 or you get 2? Place your Joy-Con. Do you get 2 of them? Includes set of light blue and 1 light red. So you get 2 steering wheels. You get 2 steering wheels for $20. Okay. Mario Kart. Yeah. Yeah, the open world. They have the Mario Kart open world stuff. That's interesting. I'm interested in that. But yeah, this is all stuff that I'm not surprised about. prices wise and stuff like that. There's a few games that are launch titles, and things like that, but that's it. That's all that's that. This is just that kind of stuff. Oh man. I'm happy for the GameCube stuff. That thing I'm liking. But I am, as I say, a new Animal Crossing. Yeah, they didn't do that. They didn't do Animal Crossing. They got a Donkey Kong coming, which is something that they needed to do for a while. No Pikmin, but I wonder why. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not mad. I think it was a very good one. It was a long direct, but an hour was over an hour and 2 minutes and 22 seconds or something. But that was a long direct. There's going to be a Treehouse tomorrow and the day after, with them playing games. Also, Elden Ring on the Switch. That's going to be crazy. Yeah, there's some games that is going to be crazy. There's going to be some games that are going to be crazy. It's going to be on the Switch, and they're bringing Cyberpunk. Of course, Fortnite is going to be on there. Duh. Okay. From other sources, the Mario Kart World game sold separately, physically 90, virtual 80. Bro, are you freaking kidding me? Physical copies of the game are 90? That's insane. No freaking way. Holy shoot, bro. Yeah, I'm going bundle. Yeah. Bro, games for the Switch 2 are $90? That's ridiculous. Individual games? Virtual game card. I know about this. This is interesting. I tell you right now, this is going to be the key to everybody. I think that's why they're making the games 90. I don't like that. New games. Learn more. Let's see here. Do we have a price? I want to see if it's from the website. If it says it, bro, that is yep, here it is. $80. $80, bro. That's gonna be crazy. $80 MSRP. Jesus freaking Christ, bro. Bro, that's ridiculous. So you're saving like $30. Over $30 you're saving. Bro, you're saving about $30. There it is. Gold Chopper, thank you for letting me know, but here you go. $79.99. That's $80 right there. MSRP. What does that mean? Is like to save or whatever? Manufacturer suggesting retail price. Actual price may vary. That's what the 3 dots means. Okay. That's what the price may mean. So, yeah. I have to take a look. Bro, that is ridiculous, man. $500. $80 per game. $80 per game. Bro, Pokemon ZA, do you think that is worth $80? These people are nuts, bro. Nintendo is not Nintendo games are not worth $80. I'm sorry. Okay? No. 70 for Pokemon. No, they're gonna, bro, Mario games, Pokemon games, Zelda games, Kirby, Metroid, Donkey Kong, all the you know, the Nintendo IP, all 80. There is no way that they're gonna be cheaper. And they never go down. 60 is where the prices should stay at most. I agree, Gold. I agree 100% on you. I agree 100%. I don't even think PlayStation has gone this high for their games. PlayStation games, hold on. Let's see right now. PS5 game prices. Here we go. 70. Okay. They range from 40 to 70. And then sometimes 100 with like digital, with collector's editions and stuff. That makes sense. I get it. So you're going to pay around $70 per game. And they're making them $10 more, bro. That is, bro. These games are like 70. Bro, Nintendo is backing themselves into a corner. Cause this is the problem. This is the problem that Nintendo is making for themselves. The reason that they sold the most systems in the past is because their systems were cheaper and their games were cheaper. You are making a big mistake if you think that making the games more expensive than the PlayStation, which is a much better system, and the Xbox, regardless, Xbox and PlayStation are way better systems and way better graphics on those systems than the Nintendo systems. What they are always ahead in graphics. And Nintendo doesn't look like they're going graphic-wise better. So this is a mistake. This is a mistake that Nintendo is making. Hopefully they fix it within the first year and they lower the prices of the games and the system to realize that they're not selling as much because of that. The problem is when this system first comes out, everybody's going to get the Switch with the Mario Kart game. So that's going to make them feel like, oh, we're good, we're fine. But I'm going to tell you, a year later, with games that are going to be $80 a piece, I don't know. That's not going to work. And then, if that's only the digital price for games, everybody's going to go digital. Like, they're forcing people to go digital. Because if you're saying that it's 90 for a physical copy and 80 for a digital copy, people are going to go digital. People are not going to spend $90 on a cartridge. A little bitty cartridge. They're not. $90 on a cartridge? No freaking way. No freaking way. If $80 is the price for the digital, everybody's going to go digital. That's why it has so much memory in the system that they put in it, so you could digitally buy all the games and play them with other people. That's why they did that. But this is a mistake, and Nintendo is gonna pay for this if they continue this. They're gonna have to switch, pun intended, switch very fast their prices. and lower them, because this is a mistake. If this is going to stay like this and they're going to be games that are 80, 90 bucks a piece, and that's not even if you have like DLC or expansion packs. Jesus. That's ridiculous. I don't like this. This is bad. This is a mistake. And someone needs to say this to Nintendo. This is a mistake. It's great. I love the systems, but they're not worth 80 bucks. Games are worth 80 bucks. They're not. Nintendo games especially? No. Hell no. With the graphics they got? Frick no. Hell no. Lower prices or up your game with the competition. Your choice, Nintendo. They've never been on par with, like, the N64 is probably the last time that they were on par with probably the other systems. Was the N64 when the N64 came out, and then they had, you had PlayStation. It was good. It was pretty good, but GameCube, even then, I don't think it was as graphically good as the PS2 or things like that. Like, that's what I mean. Like, Nintendo has not been on the same level as PlayStation, and don't even give me Xbox. The Wii was a good run. Yeah, the Wii was a good run, but they messed up when they made the Wii U. They messed up with the Wii U. They should have made that an add-on instead of making a Wii U. They should have just made that an add-on. That was a mistake. Now, I don't think this Switch 2 is going to have the same problem. Yeah, Wii U failed. I don't think the Switch 2 is going to have the same issue. I don't think it's going to be a Wii U. I don't think it's going to be that. Because they added a lot of new things to it that are very good. They added the voice chat thing. They added, the digital passing of games. Now, you have that on the Switch, but I don't think the chat thing will be on the Switch. So that is something that they did. You can play with people that have a Switch with your Switch 2. You can play with them with that. So that's another good thing. So I don't think this is going to be a mistake. Like, this is not the same thing as the Wii U. However, the price, that's a steep one. $450 to $500. Everybody's going to go for the $500. Especially looking at this now with the $80 for a digital game. I'm guessing this is digital. I don't know if this is digital or this is the you said 90 for a physical copy and 80 for a digital. That, I'm telling you right now, people are going to go for the Switch 2 bundle, especially getting the first game. Games going on after that, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. This will not. People will complain like hell with this because they're gonna be going like, bro, the PlayStation games, the highest they go up is $70. You're telling me I gotta pay $10 extra for crappy graphics? Go to church. Nice seeing you again. See you next time. Yeah, thank you, Grape. I appreciate it. You have a good one, man. Enjoy church. Take it easy. But yeah, this is a problem. I think this is a problem. This is the only issue that I have. Is I think this is going to be a problem. Is the prices of the games. The system, I saw this coming. $400 to $500. I said it, and literally I was right. $450 to $500. How did I know? Because I looked at the Switch OLED and I said, okay, it's not going to be the price of the Switch OLED. It's not going to be $350. So it's going to be between $400 to $500. $450, $500. And you get a game with the one that you get for $500. And the game is pretty much $50. And you have a $30 difference in price. $30. A $30 difference in price. Between 50 to 80. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's why everybody's going to get the Mario Kart World. That's going to sell out so quick. The Mario Kart World Switch 2 bundle is going to sell out super quick. And everybody else is only going to be able to get the Switch 2 by itself. That's what's going to happen. If you wait for the future, most likely you're going to get stuck getting the 451 and then have to spend $80 on the game by itself. That's literally what's going to happen. And they're making the mistake. I'm telling you right now, within the first year, they're going to see sales. Trust me, they will. They will see sales at the beginning. But a year later, if the prices for the games are still $80 and $80 for digital and not physical, and the physical are $90, I don't see the Switch 2 doing very well, because people are going to go like, graphic wise it's crap, and you're telling me I got to pay more than PC games or PlayStation games? You're going to see, I don't like saying this, but I think a lot of people are going to hack the Switch 2 if it's hackable. Most likely it will be. And they're going to get the games for free. That's what's going to happen. You're going to see a lot more of that than people actually buying the games. And they're going to lose a lot of money because of that. I think this is a huge mistake Nintendo is making. $80 games? Bro, PlayStation doesn't have that. Xbox doesn't have that. That's base game. That's not like bundle or some extra DLC or something. $80 per game? That's not going to work. Especially for a kid system. Parents are not going to be happy about this either. Because you're going like, say you're a parent and the kid wants the Switch 2. You're going like $80 for a game? Let's look for a lesser something. $80? No, you're not getting that. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have a lot of unhappy kids because parents are going to look at that price. And they're going to be like, $80? No, forget that. $80? Look at the PlayStation. It's got $50 games. $60 games. I'll get that. This is a mistake. This is a mistake Nintendo is making. I call it now. Within a year, those prices are going to go down. You're probably going to see 70 at most. I still think that's very high. I think 60 should be the 60 to 65 should be the sweet spot. Shouldn't go any higher than that. It's ridiculous that it goes to 80. That is a disgrace. That is a disgrace by Nintendo making this mistake. They're making this mistake, and this is going to be a problem, because if all the games are $80 to start, and then what happens with those games that used to be like $30 instead of 60? What happens to those? Are those going to be 40, $50 instead? Like, that's the other thing is, think about that. That when there's games that used to be $30 because they weren't as good and not $60 when they came out, they're going to be higher prices. They're going to be $40, $50 instead of that. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. This is the problem that Nintendo is going to have to deal with, because people are not going to agree with the price, especially because of the graphics. Hardcore people, they might not care as much, but they might go digital instead of physical. I was always a physical person. Physical game. I always loved the physical games because I always like to have this. To have it physical. I always love physical because digital, there's so many issues. You need internet, this, that, and the third, and for some of them or whatever. That's why I always like the physical copy. But literally, this is telling me if the physical copies are $10 more, if you're right, Gold, and they're saying that it's going to be $80 for a digital and $90 for a physical, everybody's going to go digital. Everybody's going digital. There's no way people go physical. The majority of people are not going to go physical. And that, I always said this. I always said the future of gaming is digital games. That's what they're going to go for, is digital. Everything's going to be digital. 100% everything's going to be digital. That, I always said that. This is proof. And if those prices stay that, because imagine, that's the other problem. Now that makes me want to get the Switch version of Pokemon ZA. Because I know that it's not going to be $80. It's going to be $60 for the Switch. Why bother getting an $80 game when I can get it for $60? The graphics aren't going to be that great probably on the Switch. But I'd rather get it for $60 than I get it for $80 on a Switch 2. What the frick? And you don't have Pokemon Home on the Switch 2 yet. So what's the point? You can't transfer anything. You're probably more likely to be able to transfer on the Switch before you can on the Switch 2. Even if Pokemon Home, we don't know what they're going to put on Switch 2, if it's going to be Pokemon Home or something completely different. So that's another thing. That's going to be like games that are going to be able, like Metroid Prime 4. That's going to be the question. When Metroid Prime 4 comes out, are people going to buy it for the Switch 2 or buy it for the Switch? Because it's coming for both systems. If the Switch has $60 game and the Switch 2 has $80 games, people are going to think about buying only the Switch version. Only the Switch version. If there was a $10 difference, I don't see myself getting Switch 2 until Gen 10 now. Probably, yeah. I don't know if I would get it. Like, I want to do it because of Mario Kart World. That's the only reason I want it. Right now is because of Mario Kart World. And getting the system for $500 and you're saving $30 on the game instead of having to spend $80 on the game by itself, definitely get the bundle. That is 100% the best thing to do, is get the bundle. And then you have to buy a Pro Controller if you want the Pro Controller. You could get the wheels for $20 instead and play it that way for a little bit. But yeah, that I'm telling you right now, the Switch, it's crazy. The Switch Pro Controller is the same price as the games. I think it was $80 or $90, something like that. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That is not right. That's not how you do these things. I am very disappointed here. Now, I will say the Switch 2 presentation, phenomenal. Great. I love the Nintendo Direct. It was a great Direct. But that's why they didn't show the prices. Physical 90, digital 80. That's freaking ridiculous. But here's the whole thing. Here's the whole thing, Gold. Here's the whole thing. That's why they didn't show the prices on that Direct. That was very... See, they aren't smart, as said to be reported. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. But that's smart on the Nintendo people that didn't show the prices on the Direct. Because people will be up in arms. If they showed that on the screen, on the Direct, people would be in arms about the prices. They'd go crazy. Not until you look into this stuff do you see people getting angry. People are going to get angry at these prices. They're going to be. They're going to be angry about these prices. There's no freaking way the average person is going to spend $80 on a digital or $90 on a physical copy. No freaking way. You're not going to sell all those games. The only people that are going to do it are the hardcore people. The hardcore gamers. That's it. The hardcore gamers, they'll probably do it. Just to do it. But literally, in my opinion, this is a mistake. The average person, the average player is not gonna do this. And if all the games are $80 to $90, depending on physical and digital, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Nintendo does not make games graphically as good as PlayStation or Xbox. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And you could see it in the direct when they had the chat stuff. You could see how low resolution and how things were like it was not good. It was not good. And that was on there. So if you have a bad internet connection, good luck. Good luck. That's why I'm going like I don't see this. This is not good. I think this is a mistake. This is a huge mistake by Nintendo. This is a huge mistake, and they need to change this. They need to change this. But it was smart that they didn't show the prices, because that's why I was like, bro, where's the prices of these things? Where's the prices for the Switch? Where's the prices for the games? They didn't show it. And that was smart. They did that on the Nintendo Direct Switch 2. The reason they didn't show the prices, because people would be up in arms if they saw the prices of these things on that. Because everybody was I tell you right now, this is the thing. The average person watch that, they're happy about most of the stuff. A lot of people that watched it probably, oh, it was a great Direct. Oh, it was awesome. It was all these great things. Oh, they have the chat, they have the Mario Kart World, they have the GameCube stuff, all this great. Oh, by the way, we're not going to tell you the prices. We'll tell you the release date, though. Release date, June 5th. Nice. But we won't tell you the prices. You're going to have to find that out for yourself. Oh, by the way, $450, $500. And the $500 one comes with a bundle with the game launch game, Mario Kart World. By the way, the games are $80 digitally and $90 physically. And then the Pro Controller, by the way, that's $80. Oh, by the way, you got a webcam that you gotta pay. Oh, that's like $40. Pro Controllers, $90. Not Pro Controller, excuse me. The Joy-Cons by themselves, $90 plus tax. Remember, all these things are plus tax. So it's not gonna be just that. That means that thing is gonna cost a lot. And if you're gonna spend $80 or $90 on a game, frick, you're crazy, bro. You're crazy. They're not gonna get that. Because PlayStation, I don't think PlayStation would go that crazy. Like if the PlayStation 6, let's say the PlayStation 6 comes out a couple years from now. You think they're gonna go to $90 for games? That's tough, bro. That's tough. $90 games. $80, $90? Bro. That's a ripoff. That's a ripoff. Nintendo is ripping people off here. That's ripoff. I'm disappointed here. I was going like 60, 65. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the games are probably going to be like 60, 65. They're not going to change. Nope. $80. Retail, $80. Are you freaking out of your mind? And then you have the Switch bundle, which is a $50. You get a $50. You got a $30 difference because $450 for the Switch 2 by itself. Switch 2 bundle comes with Mario Kart World is $500. Automatically, everybody's gonna get the bundle because if they see that the game by itself is $80, nah, bro. And that's the digital copy, and you get a digital copy in the system, bro. You're saving $30. I mean, taxes, you might lose it because of taxes, because taxes is probably gonna be around the same, like it's almost the same price. But if you bought them separately, yeah, you would be shit out of luck. Like if you bought $450, the $450 one and the $80 one, yeah, that would be more than $500 for sure. That would be more, 100%. But it's like, bro, I am very disappointed. I'm very disappointed on Nintendo here. They are making a huge mistake with this price. This is a problem. I think a lot of more people need to talk about this. I hope they are online. I don't know if they know this yet. Because some of the hardcore people like Austin John Plays, I want to see what he's going to say about this. Like, I really want to know what he's going to say about this, and some of the other Nintendo people or people that play like a lot of Nintendo games. But yeah, this is gonna be bad. Especially, and that's the other thing is, most of the people that buy this stuff are adults for their children. You think when a person goes to the store and the kid asks for a game, that, oh, I want this, Daddy, I want this, Mommy, and you say $80 or $90, because they probably don't have the digital copies. The only way you buy the digital copies are on the system. So, I want this game, I want that game, and they go to the game store and they say $90 plus tax. The parent is gonna be like, nope, no, you're not getting anything. You're not getting anything. $90 for a game? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your freaking mind? We'll wait until it goes down, which you'll never do, because Mario Kart, Mario games, Pokemon games, Zelda, games like that, like are the big games, never go down in price. They're always the same price. They're always $60 or whatever. They're not going down. So this is a big mistake. This is a big mistake. I hope to God that this goes down. I hope to God this goes down. But this is a big mistake. Nintendo is making a huge mistake with this. Huge mistake. It's a huge mistake. It's a huge mistake. This is a huge mistake. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Like, how do you do this? How do you do this? Like, PlayStation doesn't even have prices like this, bro. That's why the Nintendo Switch sold so well, because it was cheaper than the PlayStation. That's why it's sold so well. That was the reason why the Switch sold so well, is because it was cheaper than PlayStation. The games were pretty much the same price, $60. But literally the system was cheaper. It was easier to get. Now they're freaking messing with people if you're going $80 for a game. Minimum. And that's digital copies, which you'll buy on the system. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is a mistake. Everybody's going to get this. Everybody's going to get this. And then this you get for $20. These two. People might get that. Might be people might get this just because it's $20 more. This is only $20 and you get two of them. It's a wheel, but still. It's the cheapest thing that they have. I don't like it. I think this is a mistake. It's a mistake. This is a mistake. Free roam, that's interesting. 24 racers to start. That's crazy. 24 racers. And they have a knockout tour, which is interesting. Like, you have to be in the top something, or you get out, or you get knocked out, and you keep racing until then. That's a good one. That's going to be fun. That's something that they did. Grand Prix complete to earn the most points across 4 connected courses. Try to claim the top spot among 24 racers. Okay, got that. Modes. So you have the basic one, and then you have the one. Jeez, that's a huge map. Look at that. Wow. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I'm just very, very I am not happy about the price. That is a mistake. This is a mistake. 100% this is a mistake. This is a mistake. This is a huge mistake that Nintendo is making. And they're going to pay for it. They're going to pay for this if they keep this. They're going to pay for it. Because especially for games that are on the Switch or the Switch 2, are people going to pay the $20 extra or $30 extra just because of graphics? Just saying. Like I said, Pokemon ZA, it's looking more like getting it on the Switch would be better than getting it on the Switch 2, because it's only $60 on the Switch most likely, and then it's $80 or $90 on the Switch 2. I don't know. But see, Gold, the problem is the Gold. Here's the problem with that, Gold. Here's the problem. It'll just be the dock. It won't be the game. That's what they did last time. Remember, they did that with the Switch. They only made a dock, but it didn't come with the game. The game was sold separately. The game was sold separately. I'm just throwing it out there because that's Nintendo. Nintendo did that. If I remember correctly, the only last time they did it a bundle with the game, I think it was Sword and Shield. I don't believe they did it with Scarlet and Violet. I don't believe so. I could be wrong. Remind me. Remind me if I was wrong. I know they did it with Sword and Shield, but they didn't do it with Scarlet and Violet. I don't think. I think it was only the dock. Like I don't think it came with the game. If it did, it was a digital version. I got my Pokemon Let's Go Switch bundle. Came with Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee of choice. Yes, but I'm trying to... Let me see. Hold on. Quick search. Pokemon Scarlet. Switch Edition? No, not that. No. Oh, dang it. That's Switch 2. Ha 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 ha. Let's see here. Let's see here. What did it come with? Did it come with the game? Hold on, hold on. I want to look. I'm not buying. I just want to see if it came with the game. Doesn't look like it came with the game. Yeah. Note that the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games are sold separately. Did not come with the game. Did not come with the game. It was only the case and the controllers. That's it. That was the only difference. That's why I remember that. I remember that. That was the Japanese one, but I'm pretty sure. US, all that stuff. It looked good. Don't get me wrong. It looked good. But it didn't come with... God dang it. I hate this freaking shit. Never mind. I'm not going to do this. I don't care. But yeah. It did not come with that. Did not come with the game. It just... What was that? Yeah, it doesn't... I can't read what that says. But yeah, it didn't come with a game. You had to buy the game separately. It looked nice. Don't get me wrong. It looked nice. But you didn't get the digital copy of the game. That's why. No. I am not... Like, it's not worth it. Unless they make a $500 version with the Switch with Pokemon ZA, and it's like the Mario Kart World version, a 500 one that has that. That's the only way I would think about it. I'd think about it then. But that's if I don't get the one with Mario Kart World. If I wait, and I go like, I'll just wait. Because at some point, remember, the Switch, what is it? When does it come out? When is the Pokemon ZA? It's gonna be this holiday, right? Most likely. November probably is probably when it comes out. I don't know. It's not worth, bro. $80 games, and that's probably only the digital copies. If you're right and it's saying digital are $80 and $90 are physical, you're out of your mind, bro. You're not gonna sell November 15th to 22nd or something. Yeah. Most likely, yeah. Usually a Thursday. It's usually a Thursday. Hold on. It's usually a Thursday or something like that. Let's see. October or November. So you're going to probably see it around here in this area, 13 to the 20th, something like that. If not in October, the 16th or the 23rd, somewhere around in that vicinity. You're probably going to see it around here. Probably around here. Nice. But yeah, that's per, I guess. But yeah, like I said, this is a mistake with the price. If that is correct in what you're saying, it's $80 for digital, physical is $90. They're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to change, cause no person is gonna buy their child a $90. Cause Nintendo has always been for kids. That's what it's been known for. It's always been a kids, like for the kids system. Like that's what it's always been known for. It's never been known for like the you know, the older generation. It was always the younger generation. That was always their go-to what's the word I'm looking for? Like that's who they were looking at, who they were trying to sell to. If this is true and they keep this price at this level throughout the system, ain't no AAA game system. Yeah, exactly. It's not a PlayStation. This is not a even PlayStation. I'd be like, that's a lot. $90 for a game. That's a lot. That's a lot. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot. Truthfully, I expected games to get to $100 at some point. I didn't expect it this soon. Cause this is pretty much 100 right now. Like bro, $80. What is that with tax? I gotta think. Let's see if we get that right. So $99.99. So you're paying about $6.59. So you get about this. Wait. 0.08256. Yeah, 60. That's what I would say. 660. Okay, now this is, I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. But this is what it would be with tax. $86.59 for a game. That's an $80 game. $86.59. I could be wrong. somewhere in that vicinity. Because I'm going like 8.256 is usually about the tax in New York City. It's usually around there. If that's correct, and it's $86.59 or a little bit more than that, people are not going to be looking at that, bro. And then, let me see how much, let's see, 5, hold on, 4, oh, shoot, I pressed the wrong thing, 499, no, wait, okay, times 0.08256, let's see, so that's 41.28, I'm going to say, 41.28, 28 plus, not 5, it's 9. That's how much the price is for the system by itself. Not by itself, with the Mario Kart World. At least it's gonna be, that isn't the real price. I could be wrong. This is the estimate. This is an estimate. So $541.27. That's estimate. It's not 100%. That's not everywhere. Every state has different taxes. New York is one of the highest taxes of all the states. So it's about 8.25%. It could be more now. I don't know how much it is. But that's pretty much how much you would have to pay just for the system bundle with Mario Kart World. That's not including if you get the Pro Controller, the webcam, the steering wheel. And then the games are that. And that's just an $80 game. $90 game? What would it be? If it's the physical copy. Hold on. So 743, let's say 743. 743. 43 plus 9. $97.42. $97.42. That's if my math is correct. I could be off. I could be off by a couple cents or $1 or something like that. I could be off. That's New York. That's only New York. That's not that's not all 50 states. That's New York. I'm just looking at New York for me specifically. But around the country, depending on how the taxes are or how high the tax is, because in New York, it's about 8.256, I think. Could have went up. Could have went up. I don't know. That's the last time I was, when I used to, that was like over 10 years ago, so it's probably more. Probably more. But yeah, that's a lot of fucking money, bro. $87.98 for a game. Digital copy is $86 or $87. And then for a physical copy, you're paying $97, $98. That's crazy. Almost $100 you're spending for a game. And then the system, like I said, the system was $541.27. That's if my math is correct. I would guess about $450, somewhere around that. For $550 for the system, and with the game, the bundle. And then if you get the other one, it's probably almost $500, or it's like 75 or something like that, or something. Let me see. I'll do the math right now. Give me a second. Times 0.256. 37.15. Yeah. 37.15 plus 9. No. Yeah, about. I was right. About. There it is. So yeah, it's 487.14 Now that's if that's correct. Your state tax is 6%. Just 6%. It's not 6 point whatever. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. If it is just 6%, that's 0.06 if you multiply. Because you move the decimal point 2 times. That's how you do it. Let's see. So, 499. You would get the 500 one, I would guess, if anything. That's what I would guess. If you're gonna get anything. No. 0.06. So $29.99. So I'm gonna round that off to $30 even. There's 29.9994. So I'm gonna round that off to $30. So I'm gonna round that off to $30. So pretty much it's $530. $530. $530. Even. 530. That'd be how much you would have to spend for the Switch 2 with Mario Kart World. And then let's say the $79.99 times 0.06, 4.79, so 4.8, so 48. I would say it's 48. So that's oh Jesus, what am I saying? 4.8. 84.79. 84.79. That's how much a game would cost you. For digital. Digital. Now, $89.99 times 0.06, 5.4, 5.4. So $5.4, $5 and this would be a physical copy. $95.39. If the 6% flat, it's about a cent or so off. It's about a cent because I rounded off. You had 99, just rounded off to a cent. Yikes, 95.39. So you're not just spending $95. 95.39. Could be 38. Because it's 0.999 something. I think 9 or whatever. So I rounded it off to the next number. So you're off by a cent, maybe? You're off by a cent or something like that if you're going by cents. By the percentage. Because you said it's 6% flat. Nice. Good for you. Me, it's like 8.256 or something like that. Could be it could be more now. But literally, for you, those are the prices that you would have to pay. Quick maths. Because literally when you multiply it, you multiply the price times, but you have to, since it's 6%, you have to move the decimal place 2 places. So it's 0.06. That's why it's 0.0825, 6 or whatever for me. For that, I did that, and when I multiply it, I get 3 point something or whatever. Raise it, whatever the nearest. If it's 9, then I just put the next number, and that's it. So, I love math. I used to love math. That was my favorite subject of all school, so I know all this stuff. It just bothers me that that's the prices. And every state is different. So every price in every state is different. So it's not a set amount. New York, California, you're going to be paying a lot. you're paying a lot. In those two states specifically, oh, forget about it. Those are the two worst states, in my opinion, buying this system for. But yeah, Jesus, I'm very much not looking forward to that. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot of freaking money, bro. That is a lot of freaking money. That's crazy. But yeah. So you have $87 pretty much. $97 if it's the freaking $90. $98 pretty much. That's ridiculous. $28. Like I said, those numbers could be wrong. I might be off for mine. I might be off, but yours that would be, I would say that's the right amount. Like maybe a cent off. Maybe a cent off or two. But literally the prices that I did for yours, the 6%, it's probably off by a cent, if not 2 cents. But yeah, that would be how much you'd have to pay. You'd be paying pretty much almost $96 for a game if it's $90, and you'd be paying about $85 if it's a $80 game. And then the system, you're paying about, depending on which one you get, you know what I mean? It depends on which one you get. You're paying about $30 for $530 for the 500 one, and then like $486 or 87, yeah, 87 I think. Because you're paying about like $36, $37 in tax, or $38 in tax. So yeah, that's. Here it's like 40 something in tax. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think this is a mistake. And then parents buying this for them, because that's the whole thing. They're gonna look at the Switch. They're gonna look at the Switch, and that's another problem. Is people are gonna get confused with this, because this happened with the Wii U. I used to work in the game store, and this would happen with the Wii U. Literally, people were looking for the Wii U, and then they buy the Wii, and they thought that the Wii U games played on the Wii, and it was like, no, that's not how it works. I would literally have to talk to people and be like, look, these are two different systems. This is not the same as this one. This is an older version. This is the newer version. I forget if you had backwards compatibility. I think you did with the Wii U. I think there were like some games that were backwards compatible. I'm pretty sure there were. But it was like, people would be like, make mistakes and be like, oh, I want the Wii. No, you want the Wii U. That's the newer system. If you get the Wii, then you can't play the Wii U games, because they would look at the Wii U games and get that, and I'd be like, well, you can't get that because that's not on that system, that's on this one. The same thing's going to happen with the Switch 2. That's the same shit that happened, because that happens to the parents. The parents don't know this stuff, and they don't understand this stuff. Some of them. Nowadays, I think it's more parents know, because they play the games as well. So you're probably not going to have that problem as much. But the price. When someone sees an $80 or $90 price on a game for a Nintendo system, I don't know. That's not going to work. I mean, I think people are going to more go digital than physical, but still, I don't know if people are gonna look at that, especially with PlayStation not even close to that price. Are they gonna do that? Because Nintendo has always been fair in the sense of the prices. They always go like 60. You know, they had them 30. I remember the DS. It was like 35 was the highest. The Pokemon games usually were like 35 and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. This doesn't work for me. The price, like, that's why I'm going like, okay, if I'm gonna get the Switch, I'm gonna get it for the Switch bundle, because you're saving $30. You're saving $30, and that's plus tax. You're saving. So, no, because imagine you go, let me see, hold on, I want to make sure that I get the right one. So 9742, is that it? Uh, 7.42 or 43. 7. Hold on. Yeah, 9742, right? Okay, let's see here. 97.43 plus, what was the price for the system? Let's do the one that was it's 541. No, I want the one that was the cheaper one. Where is it? That wasn't it. Where is it? Did I not do it? Hold on. I want to see here. Okay, so let me keep that. 97.73. And then let's do this. 440. 449.99.08256 3715 plus 449 plus, so 487 plus 9773. Oh, what? Hold on. There we go. Plus 97. Jesus freaking Christ. Bruh. This is the price. This is the price if you get it digitally and the system by itself. $584.87. That's how much it would be if you bought the game Mario Kart World by itself digitally and the system by itself. That's it. That's how much it would be. Almost $600, bro. Almost $600. That's not including the Pro Controller, the webcam, the steering wheels, if you want to get those things. They are losing it, bro. They're losing it. And then if you want to get extra Joy-Cons, which are 90, you're out of here, bro. Not liking that. Not liking that one bit. Not liking it one bit. And that's digital price only. If that's not the physical price, that's... Boy. I'm not liking these prices. And it's smart that they didn't show the prices, because people would have been up in arms if they showed the prices on that Nintendo Direct. If they showed those prices on the Nintendo Direct, people would be up in arms. I'll tell you right now, people would be up in arms if they showed those prices. There's no way that people wouldn't be up in arms with the game prices. The Switch, I don't know. I'm iffy about the Switch price. I said it was gonna be like $400 to $500. I knew that was gonna happen because I was like, the Switch OLED is $330. They're gonna make it like $400 to $500. I wasn't expecting $500 exactly. I was expecting like $450. I'll see ya. Yeah, I was about to end anyway as well. I'm gonna end as well. I'm probably gonna call this today as well. Because I'm gonna eat something. I'm getting hungry. It's around 6 already. Usually I start eating now. But yeah, that's it for me. Pretty cool console. It's a nice console, but prices, bro, Red, those prices though, that Duskbloods, bro, you're gonna be spending. You see that message? Watch when that message disappears. Prices are ouch. Yeah, $79.99 plus tax. That's all, and Gold has said that's only for the digital copy. Physical copies are $10 more. That's $90. That's $90 in the U.S. It's U.S. Okay, it's U.S. prices, and that right there is a huge mistake Nintendo is making. Nintendo is making a huge mistake if that's the prices. They're making a huge mistake if that's the price for these games. PlayStation doesn't do this. Even PC games don't do this. Xbox doesn't do this. This is a big mistake. Now, the system, I saw it coming. I didn't expect 500 exactly. I thought like 450. But 450 was correct. That's just the system by itself. And then 500 for a bundle with Mario Kart World, which is $30 less. You get it for $50 instead of the $80 that it is, the game. So you're saving $30. You're saving $30. Tax, it depends. But I just went over it with Gold. Like, Gold has 6% tax where he lives. I have like 8.256 tax because I live in New York, one of the highest tax rates. So it's different. But every state is different, so the prices will be different in the sense of taxes, depending on how much it is. But New York, now it could be more than 8% tax. I don't remember, because I haven't worked in a game store in so long, so I don't know what the actual price. So I'm estimating. His is more easy because it's 6% flat. So literally, I showed him the price. It's probably off by a cent, if not more than a cent, something like that. Probably in between there. But yeah, that's about it. They need to change this. The price makes me go like, I might as well just wait until everybody's gonna go for the Mario Kart World bundle for $500. They're gonna go for that. Everybody's gonna go for that because they're not gonna want to spend $450 on the system and then spend $80 on the game. You're saving $30 if you get the system. That's gonna sell. The bundle's gonna sell out faster than the system by itself, and that's the problem. The problem is that what's gonna happen is the Mario Kart World bundle's gonna sell out quick, and everybody's gonna only be able to buy the Switch by itself, and then have to buy $80 worth of games, $80 each game, and that's digital copies. So that's most likely on, you know what I mean? $80 per game, that's crazy. And you're only going to get digital, so you're going to buy it from their shop. You're going to buy it from their shop. You're not going to buy the physical copies if they're 90 like Gold said. $90 for a physical copy of a game and $80 for digital, everybody's going to go digital. Everybody's going to go digital. I knew that digital was going to be the future. I saw that coming, but I didn't expect it this soon. That's a lot. Yeah. Now, like I said, Gold said that he heard that it's $90 for the physical copy. I haven't seen that. I'm only seeing this, the $80 here. However, when I go down, it says this about the three dots, manufacturer's suggested retail price. Actual prices may vary. So, could be wrong. It could go down. But $80 for a game? Because I was going like, oh, that's a $10 difference. Because I was thinking, when I heard the $500 with the game, I was going like, okay, the games are usually about $60. So, or 65, you're gonna, maybe that's how high they'll raise them, is $65 instead of $60. And then they make it 65 plus tax or whatever. Triple the price. Currency, it's triple the price. Yeah, that's sad, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry on that one. That sucks. That is not good. That is not good. Like I said, I am not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, that's not something. Nintendo is making a mistake here. In my opinion, they're making a huge mistake here. Because if Nintendo is doing this, they're gonna suffer. Because their system is not graphically as good as a PlayStation 5, an Xbox One. Their graphics are not on that level. And they've never been on that level. Or PC. Yeah, or PC. PC is another monster. Even PlayStation has problems with competing with PC. And Xbox as well. So that's a different level. That's a different level. PC is like the top level. And then everything else after that. But PlayStation is on pretty much right below that. And Xbox as well. So it's like that makes sense when you do that kind of stuff. But Nintendo? No, Nintendo is not known for that stuff. That's why this is not going to work. And just imagine this, bro. Red, imagine this. You have a parent go to the game store to go buy a game, or the kid is with them and they go like, Mommy, Daddy, I want this game. I want this. I want that. And they point at the Nintendo system and the price is $80 for digital, $90 for physical. You think the parent's going to buy that for the kid? Good luck. Good freaking luck. Good freaking luck. $60 was a lot. Now you're making a $20 to $30. $30 more? I don't think so. The parent's not going to buy that. The parent's not going to buy that for the kid. No freaking way. No way the parent's going to buy a $90 game or an $80 game for the kid. No way. No way. Out of your mind. You're out of your freaking mind, bro. You're out of your freaking mind. You're out of your mind if you're going to... Especially if it's Nintendo. if it's not Nintendo, if it's PlayStation, Xbox, you're seeing more adults play that than you see kids playing that. Nintendo has always been for the kids. So the parents are going to look at that and be like, no, I'm not buying you a $90 game or an $80 game. $60 was a lot sometimes. Now you're going 20, 30 bucks more? No. You're out of your freaking mind, bro. You're out of your mind. You're spending about $100 a game almost. Depending on if you get the physical copy. If you get the physical copy, you're pretty much damn near paying $100. Yeah, exactly. They would go like, get Xbox, get a PlayStation, we get the Game Pass or whatever. No way. Now, the system itself, I knew that it was going to be that much. The system itself, I said, it's going to be between 400 to 500. I said it multiple times. I was going like, bro, it's going to be that much because the OLED was $350. So it's going to be between 400 to 500. $450 for the system by itself, $500 with the bundle for Mario Kart World. Everybody's going to go after the Mario Kart World one. I know everybody is. I would. If I was getting this, I would. I'd go after the Mario Kart World for $500 because you're saving about 30 bucks for the game. No freaking way am I spending nearly $500 just to get a game and the system. And then you got the Pro Controller, you got the accessories. You got the Pro Controller, you got the Joy-Cons, you got the, if you want extra Joy-Cons, or you want the steering wheel, or the webcam, bruh. And then I'm going like the Pokemon games. You're saying, you're going to tell me the Pokemon games. I go to buy the Pokemon games. I got to spend 80 to 90 or 90 bucks on a Pokemon game? Or if I, or I buy it for the Switch where I could get it for 60? With the graphics that Pokemon games have? Especially if it's on both systems, and one's 60 and one's 80 or 90, which one do you think people are gonna buy? Especially with Pokemon Home being on the Switch 1 only so far. We don't know if it's gonna come over to the Switch 2, or if they're going to bring something new over there. And then the GameCube stuff with Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Coliseum. We don't know if they're going to be able to connect, because that's not what happened. Pokemon Stadium didn't let you connect, so most likely you're not going to be able to connect those to the Switch, whatever. Switch 2 if they have Pokemon Home there. So it's like, bro, I tell you right now, freaking now, the other problem is if they do a Nintendo bundle with the ZA, if it doesn't come with the game, because the Scarlet and Violet one that they did not come with one of the games. It was just the Switch system and the dock was the only thing. Like it had, nice pictures or whatever on it. If that came with the Switch, like if it came with a game and the nice thing and all that, I might wait until then. And that's probably November. I might wait till then and get that bundle instead of the World bundle. I would like Mario Kart World. Don't get me wrong. I would love that. That is a great game. I love Mario Kart 8, so Mario Kart World is going to be awesome. That's probably going to be the highest selling game like Mario Kart 8 was. But I just don't know. I don't know, bro. 80 bucks digital, 90 bucks physical. Like that's what Gold was telling me. Gold usually has been right. He's always good at this and finding this stuff out. So I usually trust him when he tells me something, because he definitely looks into this stuff, and he looks at it. So literally, if he's right about that stuff, which I'm pretty much feeling like he is, 80, 90 bucks. People are going to go digital. Everybody's going to buy the digital copies and the physical copies. That's going to go to the wayside because no one's going to buy a $90 game just for a little cartridge. For a little freaking cartridge like this, a little cartridge like this, bro. No one's going to pay 90 bucks for this. No one's going to pay 90 bucks for this. Okay? Plus tax. No one's buying 90 bucks for that. For that little thing? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Go in the Nintendo store, buy it there. Maybe they have bundles there. Who knows? But still, that's a bad one. That's a mistake. I think this is a mistake. They're making mistakes right and left. It is a big mistake. They need to change. Hopefully they do. We'll see. But it's not looking good. And I will say it was smart on them not to show these prices on the Nintendo Direct. Because if people saw the prices there, because everybody was probably freaking going like, oh my God, this looks so good. This is so great. All this stuff on it. Oh, the release date. Yeah, there you go. Oh, by the way, we don't tell you the prices because you would be pissed off if we did. Because people are going to be pissed off about these prices. Hands down. The prices are going to be that. The prices are going to be the prices for the game especially. The games especially. That's going to be the problem. Especially like Mario. Any Mario game. Zelda game. I bet people are arguing. I don't think people are arguing. I think people are pissed off at the prices. I'm telling you right now, ask yourself, do you think that people would be arguing for the prices to be 80 bucks or 90 bucks for the games? Yeah, special editions. I'm sorry. I don't think anybody is on the side of, oh yeah, the price 80 bucks, 90 bucks, that's reasonable. I don't think anybody is on that side unless they're trolling. Unless they're trolling. If someone's trolling, then I would understand that. But no one's going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, that's reasonable. I have read. The 1% I have read. Like I said, PlayStation doesn't even have game prices like this. Okay? They have $60, $70 or $40, between $40 and $70. And that's not special edition. But still, like, bro, you go $10 over their price and then $20 if you want the physical copy. And then think of it this way. You know the games that used to be like 30 bucks when they first came out or whatever, or they lowered to 30 bucks? Now they're going to be 40, if not 50. You didn't think about that. Because if it's 80 bucks for that, or 90 bucks depending on the physical or digital, the whack-ass games are going to be in the 40s or $50 price range. Think about that. Think about that. Because there are some games that are 50 bucks. You're probably not going to see a lot of $20 games. You're probably going to see more $30 games or more. The day of 1999 for a game, that's probably going to go bye-bye. And then, here's the other problem, is what happens, you have an $80 game, and then they have DLC. What happens with DLC for some games? Like Pokemon, for example, or Zelda. What happens then? 80, 90 bucks, and then the DLC you gotta pay another 30 or 40? People do it. People do it. Plus Nintendo Online. Now, here's the thing. What if, now this is a what if you buy the Nintendo Online? What if you buy the Nintendo Online and because of that, you get the games for $10 to $20 less? So you buy them online on the Nintendo eShop and you have Nintendo Online and you buy them for $60. You get the digital copy. But if you buy them on another website like Amazon or you go to GameStop, they're $80, $90. If they do that, then you got a better chance. Now you got a chance that people might not argue as much. That's the only way I would see that you could do that. What's that? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, I'm not hip. What does that mean? What is that? What does that mean? No good. No, you don't like that? That's a no good? Saying no good. Oh. I'm just saying. I could see them doing something like that. That's Nintendo for you. You buy the Nintendo Online, you get a discount. If you don't have the Nintendo Online, no discount. And you buy the digital game. Because the future of gaming is digital. That's the future of gaming. The future of gaming is digital. That is 100% the truth. Digital is the future of gaming. And this is something that they're trying to do right here. They're trying to push it. They're trying to push it with this. So that's why I'm saying the only way this works is if you would say, okay, if you have a Nintendo Online account and you pay for the service, you get a $10 or $20 discount on all digital games when you buy them. You buy them outside of Nintendo eShop or you buy them physically at the store, you're spending about that much. $80, $90. People are going to go and buy it on the eShop. That's the only way I could see this working out. If they do something like that. That's the only way I could see something working out. If they don't do that, and it's $80 for the digital copy on the eShop, they're going to lose a lot of people. Especially if a kid wants this stuff. Because the parent is not going to buy that for that much. They're not. They're not going to buy that. Because how many times you're going to play it, how much it is, all that figures into it. They're going to look at that and they're going to go like, bro, I got to pay freaking rent. I'm not paying $80 for a game. Just saying. And then if you have kids, it's not, bro. That's why I'm going like, this is a mistake by Nintendo. It's smart they didn't put it in the Direct. It's definitely smart that they didn't put this in the Direct and show the prices, because people would be up in arms if they don't go to the websites and look for the prices. And this took me a while to find. Like, I had to look specifically at things. It wasn't like wide open and you see everything. I had to search for this stuff. I had to search for it. And when I found it, I was like, forehead. Oh, God. Nintendo, what are you doing? What are you doing, Nintendo? But anyway, that's it for me today. I was streaming. How long have I been streaming for? Wow, 3 hours. Okay, that's a while. Haven't streamed for this long in a long time. But yeah, that's about it. This is it for me. I don't know if I'm going to stream. I don't know when I'm going to stream again. If I'm going to stream. This was something that I wanted to look at. It was great. Don't get me wrong. The Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch 2 was great. You have the next 2 days they have Tree Houses, They're doing the Nintendo Treehouse where they'll play games with the Nintendo Switch 2. I'll probably watch that on the side. I doubt that I'm going to watch that here. But yeah, that's it. Other than that, I want to thank everybody that was here. Red, Gold, who else was here? Grape, Miker, Lightning Cheers, Jarvis, and then we had Triple, Hyper, as well that were here. I appreciate everybody that was here, that was watching, lurking, or whatever have you. Okay. As well. Same with you, Red. Appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. I don't know when that will be. But like I say, have a good night. Stay safe and stay humble.